All right, folks. Well, here it is, the ROG Hone XXL. No, this way, right? This way. So, if you're watching this video, you're probably like me, and you're like, finally, someone has made a video about this mat, because probably like you, I was like, hey, I want to check this out and see if anybody's reviewed it. And guess what? There are no reviews, at least up until this recording. Now, this is kind of a bit of like a stealth release, honestly, because I had not heard about this mat. I was in the market for a mat. I had purchased before the ROG Scabbard 2, I believe it was called. The one that had some special material, Triveca or some kind of weird material it was called. And it was really good, except it would crease and it would get real dirty all the time. And then I heard ROG had come up with I think it was the next one that was like spill resistant, and they threw water and ketchup and stuff, and like you can just wipe it off, right? But I didn't like the aesthetic, and I just kind of like, I never thought to get to the mat, and I just ended up using one of my old Yu-Gi-Oh play mats, which are beat the crap. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got an Amazon gift card, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy an ROG. You know, I'm gonna look for ROG primarily because I'm an ROG fan, obviously. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start going away from the whole ROG thing. I'm gonna look for a mat and see what I find. And then all of a sudden, this popped up. I'm like, what the hell is this? All right. So without further ado, let's get into the mat. Now, don't worry. I'm gonna get close-ups. I'm gonna give you noise and everything. So stay tuned. Don't go away. So first of all, I want to say it's really nice. Now, this is $60. It's very expensive. And now, while I'm no Optimum Tech, right? The guy's got a plethora of mats. I do know what something is of good quality. Trust me, I know this, right? I only get the best stuff. So I did take a plunge. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. If it's bad, I'll return it. But anyways, now that I see that it's really good and then that I like it, I'm going to do the review for you guys. So first of all, they say it's some kind of like memory foam, all right? So let me zoom in to a piece of the mat. All right, right there. Okay, that's a good zoom in. Where's my hand? Here we go. Let's see if you can appreciate the bounce. Okay, let me put my thumb. I think it's probably, you can probably see it better. Let's see if I get the clean shot. Okay. You can really feel it. It sinks in those 3 centimeters or whatever that they claim its height. It goes down probably about 2. Like if I press it down, you know, it'll sink in. So that's one thing. And here you can see the texture. I want to describe the texture as, it feels like a hybrid. Weirdly enough, it feels like like fabric, but slight rubbery feel to it. Now, there is these little accents on the sides here. You have this accenting here with the white lettering. Now this on top is a little more rubbier. It feels like it was like a stamp or something, like a more rubbery stamp. So over time, this might come off, maybe. Not really, because I don't think you're gonna be way over here, you know, gliding your mouse, or over here, you know. It feels really nice. But it's clearly on top. But it's made of like some rubbery material. Now, this thing will not move. Here, I'm going to show you the underside here. Let's do another zoom in. Here we go. All right. There we go. Look at that. So on the bottom, it has this very sticky, just, let me put it up to the microphone, but see if you can hear it. Or see. Hopefully the microphone will pick it up, but it's very rubbery. Let me hold it up to the mic, actually. Let me zoom you guys back up. Whee! All right, let's put it close to the mic, and I'm going to try and see if you can hear it. It's very rubbery. Very grippy. Now, don't be worried that it's going to be like real dirty or real hard to clean. I was actually putting it on my desk, and I started to pick up all these little crumbs. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be a magnet for crumbs. No, I wiped it all off. It came right off with a little bit of all multi-purpose or multi-surface cleaner. It comes right off, so don't even worry about that. Now, here's the thing. you set it and you forget it. It kind of reminds me of those old Ronco infomercials. If you're old enough to remember those, just set it and forget it. So you're going to get your mat. It's going to rolled up. I didn't do an unboxing because there's really nothing to it. It's just this thing rolled in and it has a liner specifically so these things don't like touch and you can't unroll it or whatever. But there's nothing in there other than, oh, let me get it. It comes in, let me just show you because I know some people are OCD about it. Just comes into this, it comes in this clear bag and it has a special little roller so, you know, it doesn't get squished or whatever. And it comes with your, you know, traditional silica packet and these stickers that basically come in every ROG product, right? So this has been out unfurled for about, I want to say an hour. But you might want to, if you do get it, you might want to finesse it a little, you know? Get those creases out, because when I first opened it, there's like these huge creases in here. I'm like, oh my god, it's ruined. But once I stretched it out, you know, and put it here, they went away. I think there's like a tiny one here that I can notice, but I'm guessing that's eventually going to go away. All right, so this thing, you basically set it and forget it. So you put it where you want it, right? Like, as you can see, you can move it as long as you have like a little bit of air going in there. But once you set it down, you can just, you know, push it down and then it will not move. I'm putting all my strength into this thing. It will not budge anywhere. This thing ain't going nowhere. Oh my god, that was a bit of a workout. So you set it in place, it's not going to move until you grab it, you know, from the edges, give it a little bit of air, and you see, ooh, there we go. There we go. So now it stays in. Put it down, right? And then tug on it. Oh, look at that. I'm tugging on this thing and it's like glued. Anyway, that's that. So let me get a keyboard so you can see a little bit of the dimensions. Now, this is, it says 900 by 400 by 3 millimeters. Obviously, here in the US, we don't do that shit. So let me get my tape measurer, and it is 35.5 inches by, let's see here, it's going to be 16 inches. So 35.5 by 16 inches, which I'm very familiar with, by the way. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, so here we have the ROG Falcon, which is my favorite keyboard by far right now. So it's, you know, I believe it's a 60% keyboard. I don't remember exactly the number, but that's where it stands. So this thing just, there's tons of real estate. Tons of real estate. So I'll probably leave it like right here. Boom, right? Okay. Now let's get a mouse. So I had to go with the competition because ROG don't make no MMO mouses. And I really like this Naga Pro, the original one, not the V2. But I'm going to give you an idea of just how this, because a lot of people want to know, how does it glide? Now, if I hold it in my hand like this, it glides smoothly. I won't say effortlessly. It's not like it's glass or anything, but there's really not much to it if you want to have a light touch. Obviously, if you want to dig in, then remember how I showed you that it would go in? You can dig in, and all of a sudden, it's hard to move. Like, I'm putting a lot of pressure down, like, really pushing down. Okay, so now we're going to go into, like, a sort of a glide test. So we're going to see how far we can push it over the other side. All right, that's moderate force. As you can see, it slows down. It doesn't just go off the freaking desk, right? I'm putting moderate effort into it. If I really push it, oops, I can really get it out, right? But it just stays right here, right here. Now, what does this sound like? A regular mat. Let's give you some ASMR. Oh my god, everyone's falling asleep now. Anyways, so that's what I can say about the mat. like I said, it's a bit expensive. It's $60, but I'm definitely liking it, and I would recommend you get it if you're thinking about taking the plunge. And like, what the hell is this Hone Ace XXL? Anyway, guys, I think that about covers it. Leave me your comments what you think about the review. I rarely do these, so I just wanted to get it out there because I honestly saw no one doing this mat. So I might do an affiliate link, and if it's down there, feel free to click on it and help me out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.